Previously on Jim's Spare Parts.
Make sure first, tie a good stick on it. Make sure you tie a heavier stick on top. Welcome back to Jim's Spare Parts. So, a year ago, I made a video about a Slinky. And for the life of me, I don't know why. It's one of the best grossing videos I've ever done. As of right now, I have almost 15,000 views. So, since it's been a year since I did that, I thought, well, maybe I need to do something with this. I'm thinking Slinky Dipole. Now, I know everyone loves a good unboxing, and I mean, who doesn't? This is America's favorite toy. Take a look at this. I mean, just what can you say with that? It's sleek, it functions, it stretches, it comes back. This is the American toy. Now, with my touch, this is going to get us halfway across the world. Now, it doesn't have the binder clips in it like the last one, so they made it a little bit cheaper. But not one, but of course you gotta have two. Right here, look at that. It's more fun than one Slinky, two of them. So much like a regular dipole, we have to connect it, and I have an SO239, fresh out of the junk drawer. It's been slightly used. Now, the material that is in this, I don't believe I'll be able to directly solder to it, but we're going to give it a try to see if we get lucky. We may or may not, but what the intentions is one of these is going to go to the ground, which is the shield. Have to do a little bit of bending, and then the other one, of course, is going to go to your center. Now, I'm thinking about putting it directly on, but I don't know that this will have enough strength to do this, so I might have to come up with something to mount these two. Give me a little bit here. I'm going to take a look. Okay, so we're going to test this out and see if it will absorb a little bit of solder. Now, I'm using rosin core 6040. Yes, this has got the lead in it. We're just gonna attempt to tin this. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I would say that's a good adhesion. See if it will actually solder right into it. Look at that, it's already starting to collect the pixies as it goes. Alright, well, at least that's one side. That connector's strong enough to handle it. Probably we'll put a bend in it. Let's see, can I just do this? Yeah, we'll put a bend in it just like that. There you go. One side of it. Look at this. Just a matter of minutes, and you could be on the air with this. Each one of Slinkies was about $3, so I got $6 into it. But considering that we'll be able to talk around the world with it, I'd say that's pretty good. It would make for a nice portable antenna. So I'm going to put it through and bend this over so I can get some strength from it. There we go. And we'll take and solder that into place using good old spacer, otherwise known as the solder sucker. Okay. I'm going to take and just, well, it's kind of spreading apart. Let me get a little persuasion from it. No. Okay, we'll take and fill it in with solder. I think it'll be alright. I mean, if this works out really good, this is going to be a good to go antenna. So I'm heating the block up here. Look, I mean, it's taking everything, and I want to get the outside of this hot so I can solder it to it, not just wrap it around. Hopefully my pencil will be hot enough. If not, I got some better heat. But I think it's taken. Yeah, there we go. When you're preheating, take a little bit of your solder and put down on the plate that you're trying to solder. You'll see the rosin start to melt, and then you'll know you'll start hitting the temperature. This pencil might not have enough. Oh no, here we go. We're getting a little bit. Alright, so we've got the Slinky soldered, but we might have to do a jumper wire, which would not hurt too bad. See if we can transfer enough heat to this. I'm just adding a little bit of solder to this. This is baking some type of coating off the thing. Okay, we're gonna let it cool down here a little bit and we'll see what it looks like. Okay. Well, asked nicely. It didn't want to, so we're gonna step up the game a little bit. It's 140 watts right here. So when you're soldering, you just want to touch a little bit of solder between the tip and what you're soldering, just to get that heat transfer going. And then once it actually starts getting hot enough, then you just apply the solder to what you're soldering. Okay, that did it. Sometimes you gotta put a little bit more heat to it. 140 watts versus 30 watts. There's a real difference. But that cool is extremely hot. Now, the reason I can put the heat to that, not say to, I can show you that one. If I try to put that much heat onto this connector, which these are the same, the difference being is what the cores are made out of. This is like for mica, it can take the heat. This, however, is PVC. This stuff will melt out like crazy. A lot of times if you order them from Amazon, they will give you the cheap ones. These will melt. So if you decide to try to make a ground plane out of it, you got to really watch the heat, because this inner core will just melt and create one big mess, and well, you'll be looking for another connector. But if you get the one with these, I think it's Formica, you can get these at the Hamfest. They typically come in the older equipment because they can take a ton of heat and just be fine. Wouldn't suggest using this thing on your radio or anything. So we'll pull this out and we'll check how good we got. Oh yeah, see, different what a heat makes. That thing is hot. So when we go to set it up, we're going to be set up something, keep the oscillation down. We're going to set up something like that. I'll look for some hooks while this thing is cooling, and we'll string this out in between a couple tripods that I have, and you know, we'll make it work. We'll have a little fun. Stay tuned for part 2 on this, and check it out, and we'll see how it's doing.